I was thinking about this recently, how we all go through so much in life. All the ups and downs and pauses are experiences that we all go through and still find ourselves repeating the same mistakes sometimes. And I caught myself doing it too. Same reaction, same pattern, just a different situation. And that's when it hit me. Experience alone doesn't automatically makes us wiser. Sometimes it just makes us more experienced at repeating things. Just having experiences doesn't automatically make us wiser. Otherwise, we'll all be enlightened by now. Wisdom usually shows up later, after the ego settles down, after the why me turns into okay, what is this trying to teach me? After the oh, I've experienced this before turns into why didn't I learn from it the first time? Some more common questions that crop up in our head, like what can I learn from this? How can I make sure that I do not repeat the same mistake again? Do I need to just learn or break the existing patterns too? Relatable much? My guest today is someone whose journey reminds us that growth isn't dramatic or instant. It is subtle, it's layered, and most of the time it shows up in how we respond, not what we achieve. This episode is about lessons you don't learn in classrooms or books. You earn them by living it yourself. Hi, I'm Ishita Gupta, your podcast host, an HR professional, and a life evolution coach. I'm back with another episode in the relationship series for you. You are listening to episode 50, From Experience to Wisdom, on Let's Evolve. Yes, I have completed my half century with this episode, and I'm extremely grateful to my listeners, my family, and my mentor for this. So it's time to invite my special guest now, Rakesh Mathuria. Rakesh is the number one motivational podcaster in India. He has completed 100 plus episodes and is an amazing mentor to many emerging podcasters and coaches. He is my mentor and he made me start podcasting. If it was not him, I wouldn't reach this milestone today. He has been an amazing guide to me and supported me in coaching as well. Welcome, Rakesh. Thank you so much for agreeing for an interview with me. And I'm sure that this is going to be an extremely interesting and exciting one for everyone.
So, Ishita, thank you. Thank you so much for inviting me for the podcast. And first, let me congratulate you with this amazing, incredible journey of 50 episode. And let me congratulate that it is not easy. Means 50 episode. I have done 100 plus, but more than 10 episodes, now completing 50 episodes. Incredible work with your family commitments, with your career commitments, and everything, balancing everything. Incredible job you have done and reached to 50s. And I'm very fortunate to be on the podcast on 50th episode. Yes, let's do it.
Thank you so much, Rakesh. That really means a lot. So, shall we begin?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So, here goes my first question to you. You have inspired millions, but before the microphone and the audience, what experience shaped you the most?
Yeah. So, just like your podcast, Let's Evolve, you have also asked this incredible question. And okay, you are making me think, go into my past and means rewind the whole journey of my life. And so, let me also share that every experience of my life till today has shaped me the way I have doing my podcast and coaching journey. But let me share that there are some important lessons, important uh, struggles or hurdles which I have crossed, overcame. And whenever I go back to my life, I only remember those as milestones now. So let me share that one important incident, or it was a long incident actually happened that I think 10, 12 years ago, I started to having a back pain problem. And I was having some bike rides and I was driving a lot, maybe 3 hours every day, going office, coming to and fro. So I was not taking care of my health, no, and not taking care of my back. So back pain started to kick in, and every year it was going severe, severe, 3, 4 years. And then doctor said, nothing doing. You have to do exercise. You have to take care of your sedentary lifestyle, because whenever I was traveling, going to my office, and at the office we were sitting on a desk doing something on our computers and not much walking, and that has given me a lot of trouble in 3, 4 years. And that incident, that back pain has taught me many things. To take care of my health, I started going to the gym, running marathons, and from there I started to make new friends. I started to read books on health and then self-help domain. So actually now I can go back and understand that that was actually needed at that point of time, the back pain. And that has shaped me the way now I take care of my health. Now I take care of my well-being, mental wellness, and everything. So if I am able to become a coach, become a podcast coach, and everything, I'm working on myself. It's all because of that first, what you can say, hurdle which came into my life as a back pain. So that was very important actually. Now I can see that it was needed at that point of time, and that experience has shaped me to focus myself more on my health, my well-being, and overall body and health issues. So that was one very important experience which I share in my events also, and everywhere I have shared in my podcast also. And like that, now I can, in hindsight, whenever I'm going back to my experience, the the struggles, the hurdles, the obstacle, those only has shaped me, because actually whatever we experience in our life, and good things we all remember, but bad thing also teach us that you are not taking care of something, please take care. Those experiences are indication that, hey, please take care of that also, you are avoiding that thing also. So to answer your question, yes, that back pain incident, and there are a lot many incident, but that was one incident which started the transformation. This triggered the transformation, and later, eventually, I started reading books and becoming coach, and then starting podcast. Yes, so that will be my answer.
Wow. Thank you for sharing that, Rakesh. So I'm sure you might have shared that in other events, but still it is very inspiring to know that and how that experience has shaped you. So thank you so much for sharing it.
Yes.
Okay. So that gets us to the next question. So my next question to you is, was there a moment when you realized experience alone wasn't enough and you needed to change how you responded to things?
Mm. Okay, this is also deep question. So yes, Ishita is giving me a lot of bouncers in these questions. But let me think through. Yes, actually, here let me answer that each and every experience, even it is good, bad, neutral, everything has is helping us in our life to shape our future. even it was a very small incident. And here, let me share one very beautiful anecdote, which is shared by my mentor in my podcast. That very beautiful story, and everything is summarized in a simple story. That yes, let me share that that there was a builder, and builder is having a supervisor. So the supervisor was working with this builder for more than 35 years, 40 years maybe. And he has become old, the supervisor, and then he started that he started to think that let me retire now. So at the age of 60 around, he went to his boss, builder, and went to and asked that boss, now I'm old now and served you for around 40 years. So now I want retirement, and let me allow to go back. And then the builder told her, no, no, now there is a very big project is coming. There is very good land in which very good land, and we have to make a very beautiful house on that. And that can be your last project, and then you can go. And with this, the supervisor became very annoyed that boss is always like this, and I have served him for 40 years, but still he want to continue for one more year, because building a house at least take 1 year or so. So he started that project. The supervisor started the project, and he started with getting layouts and everything. And then people started to come in that, sir, to supervisor, that, sir, which layout should we use? Which material should we use? So the supervisor was not taking interest so much, and he was telling that whatever the normal layout which we are making, make that in our house, and whatever material which is dying in our godown, please use that material. And he was not visiting the site also. He was not taking care of the construction of that house. And after 1 year, it was completed, and he never visited oftenly. And then he went to the owner of the builder, and gave the keys to the builder. And that builder gave the keys back to the supervisor, that this house was constructed for you. This is my gift to you for serving me for 40 years. And the supervisor got shock of his life, that what I was doing in the last 1 year. I was not taking care of the house. I was not taking care of material. I was not visiting, and it was my house. So, and but this story is concluded like that. The way the supervisor get his shock of his life, it is our life which we are. Point is that it is our life. With each and every decision on the present day, we are building our future. Or every day we are building a house with our decisions and our, what you can say, our actions, in which we will live in the future. Every day, with
Mm.
every decision, we are building our house in which we will live every in the future. So, to answer your question, that every experience, every decision, every action is important to build our experience, and that will be used for our future. And so we should always be aware of what experience we are having, and how to convert that experience into our wisdom. And we have to always think through our action, that whether this action is building our future or not, whether this decision is building our positive future or not. Yes, I think that will be my answer.
Wow, that was such a nice story to hear and also understand that, how can you respond to different things. Very nice. Thank you, Rakesh. So that gets me to the next question, which is also related, that I'm sure there are not every day is easy or not all phases are very positive. So, how did you stay grounded? during uncertain or difficult phases in your life?
Yes, this is this is important question actually, because in our life, it is like going up, going down, and one day it is up, next day it is down. So we all face difficult situation, hurdles, problems, and let me in the first question I answered that the back pain experience has given me so much experience, wisdom, and forced me to change me or change my habits. So from that experience I learned that actually whenever we are in our life, whenever we are facing any problem, any hurdle, it is actually pushing us to learn something. They are actually part of the process. Hurdles, struggles, problems, they are actually part of this lifestyle, this life. And they are part of everything, this package, the whole package of life. If it is success, there has to be a failure. If it is triumphs, there has to be losses. So it is actually a package only. We cannot see that every time we will have only success, success, success. There has to be failure. So what is an antidote to it is that we have to consider that every problem is actually a project to work on us. Every struggle is actually a point where we can learn from it and grow. So every obstacle is comes as an opportunity. So we have to consider these failures, struggle, and everything as a means to grow ourselves, as a means to change our habit, as a means to grow a better version of ourselves in future. And when we start considering these as a part of the process, part of life, then at once the mindset changes towards any difficult situation. That if any difficult situation comes, we have to consider that it must be pushing us to learn something else. It must be asking us to change some of our behavior. It must be asking us to change some mindset, some limiting belief inside us. So we have to consider everything part of the package. Everything comes in a package. So we have to consider these as a part of the package. Yes.
Amazing. So, what I could take back from your answer is that every obstacle is also an opportunity. And one more thing that I took is everything is a package. So,
Mm.
just because things are not okay does not mean that, you just get sad or get upset about it. Of course, you will do that, but maybe not so much that you forget the other things. So,
Perfect.
yeah, good
Yes.
answer.
Perfect.
Thank you so much, Rakesh.
Yes.
Okay, great, Rakesh. That was a brilliant answer that I'm going to take back with me. And I'm sure the listeners are also going to do that. So that brings me to the next question. What responsibility comes with being a voice that people trust?
Mm. this this is very important question, and in our coaching world and coaches, it is very important to answer this question because nowadays vulnerability and authenticity is actually very difficult to possess when you are a coach or a mentor, and you have to show your strong side also. But let me also share that whenever we are showing our vulnerability, it brings responsibility also, and it also create a awareness that yes, if my mentor or if my coach can be vulnerable, so we can also be vulnerable, and that at once bring the authentic behavior, authentic self to the world. And it is very difficult to showcase vulnerability and authenticity in a coaching business or in a mentoring business, but we have to show it. We actually, it is very important that as a mentor or a coach, we should walk the path, Whatever we are saying, we should walk. We should whatever we are talking, we should do it first. And it is to be done with a lot of practice. It is very difficult to say that, yeah, this is I am not having these answers. I'm not having I'm also got emotional, and we are also I'm also helpless. And these type of sentences, if we use in front of our coaches or clients or to the world, actually, that at once bring authenticity. And let me here share that whenever we are vulnerable and authentic in our own skin, the message travel way faster. And this I have experienced in the last 5 years, that whenever I am true authentic self, the message or whatever I want to speak up has traveled faster than anything else, even faster than light. So and then at once I always it is reinforced in my mind again and again that yes, I have to be true to myself. I have to be authentic to myself, and I don't have to wear any facade or any mask whenever I am going into the world. And I don't know whether I'll be able to do it for 100% of the time, but yes, I'm work in progress, and I'm always try to maintain that yes, whatever I'm feeling, I'm expressing, whatever I'm is going inside is coming out in a manner that everyone can understand and appreciate also. And yes, we have to show our vulnerable side, then only people will follow us, actually. And this has also happened with the uh, big leaders, if I can say that Mahatma Gandhi, Nelson Mandela, any leader, if we pick, they show the vulnerable side. They show their authentic self. They have never acted like something different. The way they are, they showed up everywhere, in a meeting, in a gathering, or everywhere. So we have to keep on learn from these legends, leaders, and try to practice a little bit of that vulnerable or authentic behavior. And to close this answer, that we have to keep on practicing each and every day with each and every moment, then only it will come to our behavior.
Wow, that was so vulnerable. It was so vulnerable from your side that, you actually used that word and also used authenticity, which is so important these days. If you're not authentic, then you're not real. And that's what people need.
Yes.
So,
And
yes. So,
let me also add that authenticity travel faster. Authenticity travel way faster and way long.
wow, that's something new that I've learned today. Thanks so much. It travels faster.
Yes.
Okay, so great going. I think we have just one or two more questions for you, Rakesh.
Okay.
So the next one is, what does wisdom look like in your daily life now? Not
Mm-hmm.
behind the mic, but at
Mm-hmm.
home. And would you like to share any tip with our listeners related to that?
Mm. This is important, actually. Apart from switching off our mics and removing our coach or mentor hat. So we are just another human being. Yes, doing our day-to-day facade of day-to-day activities, day-to-day things to balance out life, family, career, business, everything. Yes, we are means. So so last year I left my job, and it has been, I think, yeah, more than 1.5 year. And this is very important that I learned in the last 4.5 years that after coach, in family or in friends and neighborhood, we have to learn how to communicate. This is very important. And communication means expressing self, that what I need, what I want, what is my requirement in this situation, what is my requirement in this conversation, and whether it is in a relationship also, it is most important thing is expressing our own needs and wants, that yes, from this relationship, this conversation, or this relationship, I'm expecting these things. I'm expecting these to be done, and in this way. So this is the most important, that we should always learn how to express our own self. Express first to our spouse, our family, our kids, our parents, our siblings, and then it goes beyond our home, to our neighbor, to our community. So we have to learn and master the skill of expressing self, and this is the very important thing. And from here everything starts. Once we start expressing that, I'm not able to do this thing, can you help me, people will start to come in. Whenever you will say that, hey, your this behavior is not acceptable to me, people will start appreciating that those things, and they will start to make less of those behavior, or they will start to reduce that. But point is that we have to learn and master the skill of expressing self, and then communicate in a way that other person will understand it, or other person can understand without being offended. And so this is the skill also we have to learn each and every day. And how we can do it is that, just start right now, just after this recording, we should just express ourselves, express our feelings, express our emotions in a very clear language to our family and friends. That can be the starting point. And yes, I think that can be the daily wisdom, expressing self and communicating better.
Truly, truly inspiring, Rakesh. I think expressing self and clear communication,
Yes.
these are the two most important things in any relationship or even in your daily life. So, thank you so much for sharing that. And in fact, in my relationship series, also, I will be talking about that very soon.
Yes.
So, thank you for sharing that with the listeners.
Superb.
So that brings us to the end of the questions, but not yet. I have
Mm.
one magic question for you
Okay.
because you are my mentor. So, Rakesh, you have heard all my podcast episodes and
Yes.
you have guided me through till here.
Yes.
So, I want to ask you, which
Mhm.
are the three highlighted podcast episodes that you feel Let's Evolve has, and which ones would you like the listeners to listen to?
Okay. Yeah. This is actually the bouncer question. Yes. So out of 50 episodes, which three episode? Uh, so let me say that. Every episode of yours is having your energy, your wisdom, and your passion to spread the world of Let's Evolve. And every episode is a new learning for me also. And because it is a new perspective for me also, with some other angle which I have not lived this kind of experience. So I think that experience you have shared in your journey of pregnancy, and how you went to the office, and how people are around us were changing. I think that episode was very important, and everyone should listen to that episode. And I think that is, I think, two or three episode series, or maybe more. So the whole series was very informative for me. Also, I learned so many things, and there are a lot of things which I was taking for granted from a woman, but I learned so many things from that series. And that was very important actually. In that series, I learned a lot. So I can definitely recommend that series to be listened to your audience. And yeah, the second can be your relationship series, yeah, which is going on in the last 3 4 episodes very deeply, and you have shared very practical advices and practical stories and yourself your own journey about the relationship. And so that was very connected. I connected to those episodes very easily. And that is a very good way to start. Actually, everyone can start from there. And the third, let me say that your first episode, yes, the first episode is the most important episode. Everyone should listen that how Ishita has started as first episode, and now she has reached to 40, 47, 50th episode. And everyone should listen that episode and start their own journey of maybe a podcast, maybe something blogging or anything. So the first step is actually always important in any journey or any new thing which you have. The first step is the half what do you say, half win. So I must say that everyone should listen the first episode. Yes, I think Ishita. Yeah, these are the I could remember, and I can say your every episode is amazing because your research, your energy, your vibe, your voice, and authentic voice can be felt in each and every episode. Yes.
Thank you so much, Rakesh. That really means a lot. And the series that you spoke about, that I still felt happy, but I did not expect the third answer that you gave about the first episode, because at that time I was very raw. But yes, I mean, it's very inspiring how you connected the first episode with people learning how to podcast and understanding that they can also be podcasters. So, yeah.
Yes.
So
Great,
that was a
great.
very good way.
So let me here also congratulate again you that 50 episode and close to 1.5 year, more than 1.5 year is no joke. It needs lot of planning, lots of strategy, courage, and let me here share that podcast recording, editing, and then the most courageous thing is to hit that publish icon on our desktop. And you took the courage and you press the publish button for 50 times. So hats off to you, kudos to you. You should we should have a party. Yes.
Yes, definitely. So thank you so much, Rakesh. And I always wanted my listeners to know the reason behind me starting my podcast. And I'm really grateful to you for gracing my special 50th episode. So, with this, let's move ahead. So, let me share my quote for the episode today. Experience gives you stories, but wisdom gives you clarity.
Hmm.
So let us evolve from experience to wisdom and knowledge, and the difference as well we should be aware of. So stay tuned for the upcoming episodes. And if you feel connected with me and it gives you a positive feeling, do reach out to me for a coaching session by booking my time on the link mentioned in the description. I support middle aged individuals reach greater heights by evolving and turning their life around. Do share this within your circles. Do like, share, download, and subscribe to my channel. Let's evolve. Have a wonderful day ahead.